Has this ever happened to you? You're just being kind, present, respectful. Maybe you're listening closely, giving someone your full attention, and then suddenly someone catches feelings out of nowhere, and you're left sitting there thinking, what did I do wrong? The answer is nothing. Let me get real with you for a minute. I'm gay, but I don't really fit into the classic gay scene. I don't party. I rarely drink. Drugs, not my thing. I'm not performing my identity. I'm just living it. I don't flirt, but I connect, and I mean deeply connect. That's where things get a little complicated. Here's what I've noticed. When I show up, fully present with someone, emotionally grounded, warm, honest, something weird tends to happen. People start to develop feelings, not just once, not just twice. This has happened with women, and especially with men, over and over. And no, it's never been intentional. At first, I honestly thought I was doing something wrong. Maybe I was sending mixed signals, saying too much, smiling too long, but after a while, it hit me. It wasn't what I was doing. It was what people were missing. We live in a world that's starving for real connection. People are surrounded by noise, but no one really listens. People scroll all day, but they don't see each other. So when someone finally shows up with honesty, presence, and calm, it feels rare, it feels magical, almost intimate. But here's the truth. Emotional intimacy is not the same as romantic interest. Kindness is not a promise. Sometimes when someone feels safe, they mistake it for love. They feel seen and think it's attraction. They feel heard and assume it must be desire. And then when you don't feel the same way, they feel rejected. That's the double-edged sword. Kindness, when misunderstood, can become a liability. I've had to step back from friendships I valued because someone saw more in the connection than I ever meant. I've had to gently explain. Being kind is just who I am, not an invitation. Every time it feels like losing something, a bond, a possibility, a little truth. But I've learned it's not my fault. Still, I do have a role in how I move through the world. No, I'm not going to dim my light. I won't stop being present or grounded, but I can practice clearer boundaries. That means kind but not claimed, present but not misread, open but not entangled. If you're watching this and you've ever felt someone's kindness and thought, they must like me, pause, ask yourself, do I really feel love? Or am I just finally being seen for the first time in a while? And if you're emotionally starving, you're not alone and you're not broken, but start noticing your patterns. Do you rush toward people who show you attention? Do you attach quickly? Do you confuse deep conversation with deep compatibility? These are signs, not flaws. The first step to healing is noticing. And if you love the scene, the clubs, the bars, the hookups, no shame. But ask yourself, does it feed you or does it numb you? Sometimes we mistake intensity for intimacy, but the scene can't complete you if all it does is help you avoid yourself. Try this instead. Look for connection outside nightlife. Practice sitting in silence without distraction. Start a journal, not to judge, but to know yourself. And above all, start separating emotional hunger from emotional truth. If you've ever misread someone's kindness, be gentle with yourself. We all just want to feel seen, but real love begins when we stop asking others to fill the holes in our hearts and start healing them ourselves. And if your kindness has been misread, don't go cold, just get clear. Your kindness is a gift, not an obligation. Kindness should never feel like a trap. It should feel like what it is, a moment of human connection. Nothing more, nothing less. And that on its own is enough.